I will start with a story. Long time ago, during the 1960, 1950, in the school and kindergarten in United States of America, people used to talk this one poem, and the poem sounds like this: gentle lost and ladies gay on the mountain dawns the day. So this is the poem that they were taught: gentle lost and ladies gay on the mountain dawns the day. And at that time, people used to say one another, he is happy and gay. He is happy.
Gay means happy.
Yes, game is happy and
Doesn't
cheerful.
mean, that it just now.
Just now. But today, if I say Hadif is happy and gay,
Gay?
he might want to punch me on the jaw because such a beautiful word has been turned out into a rubbish this day. So that's some history about gay. So before I start my presentation, if any of you is gay and lesbian, please get out of the class because you will get triggered. You get really triggered in this So what is LGBT? Lesbian and gay. Lesbian and gay is one group. First, LGBT is a community that classified in the form of sexuality. And LGBT means LG is one group that is lesbian and gay, which is attraction of sexual desire towards same gender. Bisexual is another level. They love men and they also love women. Transgender is transformation of man to woman and woman to woman, woman to man.
Okay.
Example saja.
Okay. Alhamdulillah, in Malaysia there are very little cases of LGBT in Malaysia. But there's one case that really shocked the world during the 9 March 2019. It's actually the day of Women Day. Women Day. And there's some group, even the Muslim Ummah there, they bring this flag and make a marching towards Dataran Merdeka to support LGBT.
It's pretty gay.
Literally.
So, at first, I want to share some experience. I cannot brain myself. Why you like same gender?
I can.
So personally, I cannot accept it.
Kenapa?
But after hearing some stories and factors, it is very sadful why these things happen to people. Because they had this intention feeling, just like, for example, if you, kleptomania is people who have this intention to steal things, There's a case anyone watch Tintin? Movie Tintin? There's a guy, kleptomania, he steal wallets but he don't take the money. He had this desire to steal wallets. He's a kleptomania of wallets. Just like a kleptomania, he cannot steal things, he must control. Just like me, if I found someone is attractive and beautiful, I cannot have you for myself. Just like gay and lesbian, if you find your friends is attractive and beautiful and handsome, you cannot act upon your impulse. So the same thing. Okay. Lesbian is a woman who is sexually or romantically attracted to other women. And the facts is very sad, the factors of lesbian. First factor is sex abuse. It happens when when a girl kid, when she was a child, she was supposed to protected by her father or her uncle or her brother. But then, surprisingly, she was suddenly sex abused by them. So this creates a traumatic memory inside them. So when they grow up, they started to not trusting men. they see that men are all the same. Men are all the same.
Men are trash.
So the way they release their sexual feeling is to their friends. At first they might see their friends, but then as time pass, they upgrade to another level.
Upgrade.
Second is love breakup. So I think everyone must have couple. Okay, when you couple, sometimes the relationship didn't work out, you know, because sometimes the personality or something. And when you break up, suddenly the couple, of course, man and woman, the woman started to be like, oh, I cannot trust men. Men are all the same. Okay, when they don't feel comfortable with a man and they don't start to trust men, they started to release their sexual intention to someone comfortable. Who? Their friends, their relatives. Yeah, and the people they only trust them is woman. So they started to release their sexual feeling to their friends, which is a woman. Lastly, pornography.
Why you look at me?
Of course lah, look at
Okay.
you.
Second is gay.
Gay.
Gay is man and man.
Oh no, I know that one. No.
Apa?
So cringy.
The story about this picture,
Oh no.
this kid,
no.
he said to his dad, Dad, I'm gay. Can I sleep with my friend? And his dad give the permission, right?
Yeah, that's the guy who's dating he's 18. He's dating a 40-year-old.
He's gay.
Yeah. It's a shit story. It's funny though.
The factors of gay is the same sex abuse. When the kid was small, he started to get touched by maybe his father. When he was in the bar and his father touched him, and this leaves a traumatic memory. When he started to grow up, he remembers this incident which caused a sudden urge to approach men in a sexual manner. Second is body school. Body school is sekolah bersama penuh. So why body school is actually a great target? For me, Alhamdulillah, my body school also got women. So I can look at them.
Mantap.
Look,
Look.
you have to, what is it? Appreciate Allah's gift to the world. Yes.
But when we talk about body school, is the people inside body school is teenagers. The phase after puberty. What happens after puberty is there's an upgrade in the level of hormones, your body shape, your voice started to become deep, and also attraction. When you were a kid, when you play with girls at playground, it's normal. But at this age, you play with a girl at playground, you come back with a baby.
I mean, you don't play on the playground
Oh,
for
I mean,
9 months.
okay.
Yeah. That's the difference of sexual attraction that we have when after phase of puberty. So what happened during body school? You see when you were a student, you see, can you imagine? At body school you only see men. He is man, he only see men. And he only see men. The woman that he only see is his teacher. So how can he release his sexual intention?
By having a hot teacher.
Yeah.
So he started to release it to his friends. Lastly is bisexual. The story is the story is pretty dark. The fact is that because sometimes a woman or a man, they are originally gay or lesbian, and during that dark time, there's some after the dark time, there's some realization. They started to be like, oh, gay is bad. So they started to create new life, marry a woman. But
Still okay.
But then, what happened is the problem at office work. When they got problem at office work, and you know, you at office work, you got friends just like junior. You know the way Junior talks, right? Junior was like, Junior was like, for example, my experience, if I said, dia tuan buat Maggi, okay bang, saya tuan buat Maggi. Junior was always like that. They had this urge of respect towards senior. So they said at office work, when you got guys that kind of junior personality, that's when the strike gets out. That's when the targets comes. So effects of homosexuality, destruction of human race.
Terus pukul.
That's very extreme.
Oh.
For me, as I said, firstly I cannot really think how people can accept this. Because first, for example, Sulaiman marry Daud. Okay, when Sulaiman marry Daud, how can they have kids? So they started to give sperm to a woman, and the woman will hold the baby, and when they get the baby, they started to be happy. But I'm asking, what happened to the baby? Isn't it natural for a baby to ask where is his mom? Right. So when he grow up, when he goes to school, you know what will happen to the kid? He was like, let's come to my house and visit my dad and dad. Isn't that weird?
My dad.
Right? My dad.
I mean, one guy has to be the bottom babes.
And imagine if the baby started to grow up, and he was like, Dad, I want to marry Sophia, for example.
Ask your dad.
Dad, I want to marry Sophia. No, we are gay family. You must marry John.
John nak kena kan.
I mean, I've never seen it like that.
So,
Many both.
Like, they let go. They just.
so if this thing happens, can you imagine this thing happen for 20 generations? Is that told him to marry only
There won't be 20 generations then. There's
Yeah,
only
there
like
won't
one
be any.
generation.
There's only one gender. What the hell are you talking about?
And then what will happen to human race? They will destroy.
Gay.
And I am against destruction of human race. I don't agree with it. Second is health problems. So the same as fornication told by Amin, there's also AIDS in health problems. And okay. Relationship problems is the way he see the world. For me, if I see Hadith, I see him as friend. I see Shafi, I see him as friend. But when you are gay and lesbian, you see everyone.
As a potential candidate.
Yeah, you see.
Mantap Bil.
You see,
You see
your friends you see your friends as sex object. So that's the problem of relationship. How can you talk with people like that? You start to feel uncomfortable. Why you look at me like that? Right. So that's the problem with homosexuality. How to overcome homosexuality? Firstly, he needs a good education since childhood. As I said before, because of sex abuse, because in some countries there are syllabus that teach gay as normal, gay and lesbian as normal. And in United States, the counselor there, the service counseling, if a person is gay and he told the counselor that he is gay, the counselor was forbid to told him to apart from this gay action, and he can lose his counseling license. What they should be told to the gay is that is your opinion, that is your love for gay, you can do it, go with it, no people can judge you, do whatever you want. So that is some other kind. And secondly, parents must not abuse their children. What means by not abuse their children is giving sexual abuse to their children. You know, as parents, kids look up at us. Kids look up at us. Whatever we do, even so, if from childhood we already give them bad things, how can they grow up into the real world? Okay. And lastly, control feeling inside ourselves. which is just like a pyromaniac. People who urge to burn things must control to not burn things. Kleptomaniac who wants to steal things cannot steal things. As me, a normal heterosexual man who finds a woman attractive and beautiful who is not in the future, if I have wife and who is not my wife, I cannot you put my impulse. So it's the same thing. Control feeling inside ourselves.
Habis.
So
Tu kan.
to make a long story short, for me personally, I don't think gay is normal. Yeah, I don't think gay is the sickness. It is just a feeling inside yourself. It's not forbidden for you to find someone is attractive. It's just inside your feeling. But the wrong thing is when you act upon your impulse or your urge. So that's the end of the presentation.
Tu kan.
Question from the audience?
Yes.
Siapa? Siapa cakap tadi? Okay. You said yang you already said how to prevent it, right? But but what about the one that's naturally born like that? Is that for example, their family is straight, but they were born as lesbian or gay. What should we do about that one?
So during the
I know three.
No.